We begin in Washington, where, in a dramatic escalation of tensions between the White House and one of America's most prominent newspapers, President Donald Trump has barred the Wall Street Journal from traveling aboard Air Force One on an upcoming trip to Scotland. The move comes just days after the newspaper published a report alleging the president once sent a controversial birthday message to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, a claim the president flatly denies.
I look forward to getting Rupert Murdoch to testify in my lawsuit against him and his pile of garbage newspaper, the Wall Street Journal. That will be an interesting experience. If there was a smoking gun on Epstein, why didn't the Dems, who controlled the files for 4 years and had Garland and Comey in charge, use it? Because they had nothing.
White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt confirmed the decision yesterday, accusing the Journal of fake and defamatory conduct. On last Friday, the president filed a $10 billion defamation lawsuit against the Journal and its owner, media mogul Rupert Murdoch. A bold legal move indeed, believed to be the first of its kind by a sitting U.S. president, and one that further highlights President Donald Trump's increasingly aggressive stance toward critical media outlets, including those that have historically supported him. Now, this isn't the first time the Trump administration has in fact retaliated against a news organization. Earlier this year, the White House stripped the Associated Press of access to multiple events after the outlet refused to adopt the president's preferred terminology, Gulf of America, for the Gulf of Mexico. The dispute has now moved into the courts. And while the Wall Street Journal has not commented on the travel ban just yet, the White House Correspondents Association condemned the decision, calling it deeply troubling.
This attempt by the White House to punish a media outlet whose coverage it does not like is deeply troubling, and it defies the First Amendment. Government retaliation against news outlets based on the content of their reporting should concern all who value free speech and an independent media.
Jeffrey Epstein's case has long haunted President Trump. In a 2019 law enforcement memo ruled Epstein's death a suicide, concluding there was no credible evidence he had compiled a client list or blackmailed powerful figures. But that hasn't stopped conspiracy theories, particularly among President Trump's MAGA base, from flourishing. Many of them believe the Epstein saga hides a web of elite criminality and want President Trump, now back in office, to expose it.
Obviously, this is not a complete hoax given the fact that Ghislaine Maxwell is currently serving 20 years in prison in Florida for her crimes and activities with Jeffrey Epstein, who we know is a convicted sexual predator. This is why I said, and I'll reiterate it again, the best thing that the president can do is appoint a special counsel to handle the Epstein files investigation.
As President Trump prepares to meet British Prime Minister Keir Starmer in Scotland, questions swirl over whether the president is trying to protect himself, control the narrative, or both. And with Rupert Murdoch, a longtime Trump ally, now squarely in the firing line, this fight may just be getting started.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka kaljo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
$1 trilhão.
Portuguese,
Por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.